Cherry's World is brought to you by Less is More Events. Get Lime. This is Cherry's World.
Making Memories Sale Series. It's a sale that allows families and people in our communities in any city, state, or showtime to attend a series of events at a lower price than most, such as like the Trolls Live, Disney on Ice, the Universal Soul Circus, concerts, sports, and more. Contact Less is More Events at 202-930-3533. Again, that's 202-930-3533. Visit the website, getlimetickets.com. They're on social media, Facebook, IG, Twitter. Less is More Events. Get out and lime. Hey, if you're listening to Cherry's World Podcast on Apple Podcasts and iTunes, please give us a 5-star. Let us know what you think. Leave us a review. I want to hear from you. Thank you.
Would you like to advertise on Cherry's World and have your product placed on Cherry's social media for the world to see? Email us now at cherrysworldpodcast@gmail.com for low introductory rates. Cherry's World Podcast. Get heard.
Welcome to Cherry's World. I am happy to show you guys the best thing to come out of 2020. It's called the Stress Phone. It's a cool new stress reliever with a digital link to the emotional healing box. You can get yours today at stressphone.com. And by the way, the Stress Phone is a Black-owned business.
So I'm just going to run into it. I'm Cherry.
Pleasure to meet you.
Courtney, I don't know him. I had to slide up in his DMs.
Yeah, I watched the show.
Oh, that's what's up. Appreciate that.
And he actually responded. Courtney always says, how you know all these men? And I know most of them, but this one, I get to be a little cool. I slid up in his DMs and he actually responded.
Shooter's gonna shoot now. Shooter's gonna shoot.
Right? I had to shoot my shot and it worked. I got exactly what I wanted. And I got it fast too. I got Big Baby in the house. Mr. Darren Brad is in the house. You know him. He's a comedian. He's a host. He's an actor. He's also college educated. We're gonna get to know the man behind the funny today.
Let's do it.
Courtney is a huge fan.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, Wild N Out wide now. Wild N Out got a wide range of folk who love it.
Man, you know what? I think that show has surpassed In Living Color.
I would have to agree, man. I don't think anything's been on TV as far as that long. I mean, I think they're going to the 15th season, 16th season. I don't think anything past that is The Simpsons. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot of seasons, and single-handedly, Nick is in charge for a lot of the comedy that people have seen for the past decade.
Right.
Amazing. That surpassed The Jeffersons.
Yeah.
It surpassed Family Matters. That's Black TV history. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about just longevity. I'm just talking about as far as like being the show for I think for Black people.
It is, man.
I think that's the show now, man. I mean, I think it really has surpassed In Living Color.
No matter how much they try to diversify the show, they try to throw diversity in there every few seasons, but it always come back home, man. It's a Black show. It's a Black show.
Well, that's cool because In Living Color had that same thing. They had a few white people on and
Jim Carrey's,
Yeah.
If you got 3 Black main characters, it's a Black show.
Absolutely.
That's how the network looks at you. I want to take it back all the way to the beginning, okay? Because you got humble roots. North Carolina. What part of North Carolina are you from?
I am from Southern Pines, which is 30 minutes from Fayetteville, which is, everybody knows Fayetteville because of J. Cole. But I'm like 30 minutes from Fayetteville, small country town, Southern Pines. I mean, trap town in the country. A lot of people don't know, if you're from small areas in the South, if you don't leave at 18, that's it. If you don't leave at 18, you stuck for the rest of your life.
My grandma's from Whitesville. Well, she's from Mount Olive.
Oh, okay. I know about Mount Olive.
Okay.
Woo!
Yeah, country.
Woo! I ain't that country. Mount Olive is country, but I ain't. Good God.
Yeah, they got
all your family stayed on the same lot, didn't y'all? Y'all stayed on the same land.
They still have
Uncle.
the same
Yeah.
land.
Yeah.
And
That's how they
everybody's
do out
there.
there.
The family church is there. The cemetery is there. They're there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So when I saw North Carolina, I got really excited. And then you went to college, right?
Yeah. I grew up in Southern Pines, country town, tough growing up. A lot of drugs in small towns, a lot of family issues. And so college was my outlet. North Carolina A&T literally saved my life, man. Going to college, I was there to see, I was able to meet every type of Black person you could meet. And going to a school where you see that many Black people who want to further their education coming from a small town is a culture shock. So I was immediately engaged. I felt at home. I got a sense of families. I mean, friends since I was 18 till this day. I can call. I'm the godfather of people's children. Like that's what it does, man. And A&T saved my life, man. I've met longtime friends. I found my confidence. I found who I was, and I found comedy in college. So that's why I was able to take that confidence for auditions for Wild N Out and other projects and succeed.
And what did you major in?
Graphics communication. So pretty much building websites, flyers, promoting, marketing, doing what I do now for myself.
So that explains them 500,000 followers on Instagram. Huh?
Man, okay, it's hard. It's hard out here. Good God.
Yeah, I looked at those followers and I was like, okay, these is real. These ain't paid for because they're.
Oh no. Yes. I never took that route. I've always had somebody who told me, don't worry about followers. Appreciate the fans you have. And so since I've heard that, that's all been my focus. If you follow me and you rock with me, then that's what it is. I don't need all the extracurricular, And a lot of people got a lot of followers. A lot of those are children. It ain't like they buying merch and supporting your shows. A lot of those are just kids, 14-year-old, 15-year-olds.
Wow.
And I don't need them. I don't need them following me.
I want to know because they don't need to be hearing some of the stuff that coming out your mouth.
They don't.
What did your mama and them think, or your daddy and them, or whoever, your grandma and them think when you left North Carolina and said, I'm going to Hollywood?
Man, my mom was like, really? Okay. Oh, well, I know you're funny because she's the one who whooped my ass all the time. Like she was the one with the belt. She had the arm swing. She had the technique. So it's I find it funny when I'm at Thanksgiving and all my family, Black people love to be like, well, my nephew a superstar. I was like, it's so crazy that all the ass whoopings y'all gave me now gets me paid. It's like shut up, don't talk in class, stop acting a fool. All that stuff gets me paid, and now I can fund Thanksgiving and take care of everybody for Christmas. This is amazing. You used to slap me across my face, and now I get paid for it. So I love to throw that in their face, but they're extremely proud. I've lived out my wildest dreams. I've been on television for 7 seasons on Wild N Out. I've branched off to other content, digital shows. I have 2 McDonald's commercials. That's me, LeBron, and Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? We're the only 3 Black guys with that.
I'm sorry. I'm proud of you.
So it's just been amazing, man. It's been amazing. So they're extremely proud. I just purchased my first house. I'm in it now. It's brand new. So I bought my first piece of land from stand-up and comedy. So it's been a blessing, the whole journey.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Cherry's been telling me how Hollywood has been struggling because of this COVID-19. How's the stand-up game and even with Wild N Out? Have y'all been able to do some work, or y'all doing everything kind of like Zoom?
You know what's crazy, man? I ended up getting a digital show called Fit Baby, where I worked out for 10 minutes live with people on YouTube Live. And they're turning everything digitally, but they've pushed back filming season 16. They pushed it back. The tour's been on pause. So it's a lot of stuff that's been affected. But for me personally, I live below my means. So I coming from a country town, I'm always scared one day I'm gonna wake up, my bank account gonna be zero. So we're taught to save. So I've put myself in a great situation to be okay during this time. But comedy clubs are opening back up with half capacity. I don't think the theaters and arenas are, but we're able to get back out there a little bit. You know what I'm saying? As everything progresses. But I know the big stars are hurting though. Like the people who own like 4 or 5 houses, who was expecting that $20 million tour, and it stopped. Like people out here, it's way worse than what people think it is.
Well, you did something smart. You got this big baby weed, so that's gonna always sell
Come
no
on
matter
now.
what.
I'm glad we talked about it. I'm so glad.
Wait, can we talk?
Go ahead and do it. It's legal. In California, right? It's legal in California.
Legal.
Just say yes. I don't care where you are. Yes.
Yes, I had somebody reach out to me. It's a Black-owned grower, G5 Cultivation. His name is Larry. He has his own grower in Vegas, and he reached out to me because of a video that Snoop Dogg reposted of me. And
wait.
What?
You got a blunt already pre-rolled, ready to go?
Well, I mean, I smoked it before the interview to make sure I was, prepared, and this is for after the interview. You know what I mean? But he reached out to me, man. I flew to Vegas. We chopped it up. We sat down, and with him being a Black grower and me being the influencer of the cannabis game and cannabis culture, it was match made, man. And my strand is now available in Vegas. It's at Hardin, Silver Sage, Planet 13. We're about to take it to LA, and then we're gonna take it to more legal states: Chicago, Seattle, Colorado. So.
Hey, Cherry, I went to Planet 13 when I was in Vegas last year. That place looks like the Mac store, except for it has marijuana. I have never, that's my first time going into is that a dispensary?
Dispensary.
I've never been in one.
That was the first time I ever went in one. And it literally looks like the Mac store. It's like you got iPads and shit. I mean, everything's under glass. I had never seen, it was like some Jetsons type stuff. I had never seen nothing like that before in my life.
Right. And for me, man, as much as I partake and as many people has been arrested, for me, my goal is to change that. So having my own strand branches me out to different people. And as it becomes legalized in the South, I want to have my own dispensary and have Black growers, have Black people who are into the botany and understand the study of plants and really get back, because so many of our brothers and sisters been locked up for a joint, and you have other folks making $5 million a month in revenue off marijuana.
See, that's why I'm trying to get this strand called Wild Cherry. I wanted to be under for Cherry Johnson, but we just can't do it.
I don't know, you guys. It's just a really weird stretch for me. First of all, I don't smoke well. Right?
I don't smoke well.
No, so like if you smoke next to me, I'm gonna go to sleep. And they're gonna be like, why are you asleep? I'm gonna be like, I think I'm high. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Then I was the national cheer kid for just say no to drugs and alcohol. Like, it's just kind of weird.
Weed is vegan.
I saw your shirt.
Weed is vegan. It's a plant. It's plant-based.
I like the way you think. I never heard that before.
It's not a drug. It's really plant-based. You know what I'm saying? So there's that.
I don't know how, not punky, but I'm sure Soleil would giggle. But it's going to be major real soon. So if you honestly want to get into it, I'm telling you, think about it. The NFL has lifted up marijuana. The NBA has lifted up marijuana. That's the Major League Baseball has lifted up marijuana. That's major. Municipal, like, okay, so if you have lupus or fibromyalgia or something like that,
or if you can't sleep, or if you need help to get an appetite, or if you got a little bit of anxiety, or if you ain't got nothing to do. There's plenty of reasons.
A little bit of anxiety. Okay, so now y'all gonna make me be honest.
Yeah.
There was this one time, right, where I babysat my niece.
Mm-hmm.
My brother is a music producer, and he came home and he had some muffins, right? Mm-hmm. I thought they were like muffins from 7-Eleven.
But see, you talking about edibles. We ain't talking about it. That's a whole nother.
Well, I didn't know it was an edible. So I thought I ate breakfast. And so I'm asking because you just said anxiety. I suffer from anxiety, but I've never had anxiety in my life the way I had it after I ate that blueberry muffin. Like I wanted to call my mom. I was trying to go to the hospital. They were laughing at me, feeding me Roscoe's. And then I don't know, like I went to sleep. I woke up the next day and I was still high. Like, how does that handle your anxiety?
No, smoking helps. Edibles is a whole nother monster.
Yeah,
When you're smoking, I don't care how much you smoke. You can always wipe your face, drink water. You can shake it off. When you digest edibles, it leaves when it wants to.
yeah, that's in your
So therefore,
bloodstream.
you have no control. Like, ain't no water gonna save your stomach. Like, you just literally whenever and you just gotta be in a relaxed state and let it run its course. Like, hopefully you pass out and get some good sleep.
I was not relaxed. I was.
But that's also nobody told you. So in your head, you was going through a lot. But if somebody was saying, "Hey, you're on the edible, just relax," you might have got some great sleep. But they didn't. Whoever that was, they weren't great friends.
My brother, they were laughing at me.
That sounds about right. That's what brothers do. That's what brothers do.
Yeah, so
But he told me that's what I got because I ate his shit without asking. And I just thought it was his food. I didn't know that it was edible.
He's kind of right. He's low key. He's kind of right.
So we're gonna work on that though in a couple. Pretty soon we're gonna get that wild cherry strand marijuana. All right, you're gonna take care of us, baby.
I'm not gonna lie. I could definitely smoke something called wild cherry.
Hell yeah! Come on, man. Cherry face. Great. I already got the picture for it.
I don't think I can though.
Hey. So with all this protesting and stuff, man, how is it that you still in Carolina right now?
Yeah, I'm back on the East. It's tough over here, man. But for me, I get it. Like, I get it. The only reason, I do my part. I donate. I've been out there before. But as far as like all in the mix in the front line and all that, just because of my size, my dreads, my tattoos, and then for me, speaking as a Black man, I've done a lot. I've seen a lot. So I'm not scared to, like, if what happened to Floyd, I couldn't be a bystander recording that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I would have bull rushed him or tackled him or something. And I know anything from that action could be death. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the only thing that's in my mind, because every video we see is tragic, man. Like, the cops pushing Black women down and, I mean, swinging at full throttle at people. And my mindset and where I come from, I'm not walking away from that. I'm just gonna grab one. All I need is one. If I can just give one this work, I did my job. If I made one hurt, we good. And that's just where my mindset is with it. So I stay back from it as best as I can, but I definitely voice as much as possible.
Are you worried about your brand when it's time for you to voice?
I don't care.
Amen. I was just telling Courtney right before you came on, I care more about my people than a brand.
Yeah, I don't care. The only reason I care about my life, I don't care about my brand. You know what I'm saying? I know there's other people who are depending on me, family and friends. But as far as like saying F Drew Brees and being vocal about that and being vocal about cops that I come in contact with and have conversation with, no, I have no problem saying whatever. Because at the end of the day, as a Black man, I feel like we're being hunted.
Absolutely. Do you have children?
No.
Okay. I was just wondering if you had that tough. I have a 5-year-old daughter who, unfortunately, we had some things happen a couple years ago where I had to talk to her about racism as early as 3.
Yeah.
And I would just never.
That's insane. And to be honest, that scares me about becoming a parent, because I want nothing more. I think I'm ready and I'm in a good place in my life to have a kid and to possibly children. But I'm so terrified because as parents, I pray for y'all. I don't know how y'all do it. I like the stuff that happened to kids and in the neighborhood, just racism and everything. I don't know if I have the patience, because the way I was taught, I was born in the 80s. So we was raised by a different kind of man. And we're taught to protect, we're taught to react, we taught to, almost hit first, ask later.
So let me tell you about my situation, because it'll take you through all the emotions that I had. My little girl's at the park. My little girl is playing. I live in a predominantly white neighborhood, My little girl gets spit on by an 8-year-old boy. She's 3. She's tall, So she looks older than what she is, but she gets spit on and she gets told that she's going down the sliding board last. So my little girl starts screaming, right? And of course, by the time I got up, because I had to climb my big ass up that slide, by the time I got up to the side to figure out what's going on, she's crying, and one of her little friends is sitting there that she met at the park, and the little girl said, he spit on her. So I said, who spit on her? Because it was more than one little boy.
Mm-hmm.
And one little boy said, my brother did it, and he's right there.
Like, we don't have no space to react. We don't have no space to honestly grieve, or, you know, we have friends and family you may can talk to, but we don't have no space to let all this out. You know what I mean? Like, to me personally, you had every right. Every right. You could have kicked them off the slide for all I care. If you would have kicked them off the top ropes,
I would have been justified.
You would have been justified. You know what I'm saying? Because that's your child. Like, she comes from you. And see, the thing is, I don't have a kid, and I know the parent-child love and connection is so deep. You're right. And then my size and my temper, oh man, look, white boy's dead. Look, white boy gone. Yeah, look at all the videos of the good kids, of the good black and white kids, the little boy running and hugging in the street. That boy was taught that from someone. Yeah.
His father, I think. Because the look on the mother's eyes was like she knew where it came from, and she thought I was going to kill her and that boy.
Exactly. It's like she's seen it. Like she was almost embarrassed that like it got out. That's why she was so worked out. She wasn't worked up about your daughter. She was worked out that the thought of her family being racist is out now.
But I felt so bad, like I had to apologize to my daughter for my behavior.
Right.
And I had to explain to her that mommy probably didn't handle it correctly. And I had to apologize to her, and I explained to her, mommy wanted to punch him and his mama. But then I would have went to jail, and then your mama would have been gone. You know, like that's not a cool conversation to have with your 3-year-old.
I would have 316 stone cold stunned a mama. Then I would have hit the boy with the chin Undertaker choke slam, and then stood at all the white kids and be like, who else wants some of Debo? But see, I'm an eye for an eye type of.
You say that, but that situation happened to me. I think it was last year, and I was actually for some reason. Oh yeah, my wife couldn't go, so I ended up being chaperone for a field trip, and it was like 30 kids or whatnot. And a kid spit on my son too. My son, I watched the whole thing. My son was the antagonist on it, but he was also 4. This kid was like 8, maybe 9. He was a big dude. He just got under his skin. And like you said, I grew up in the 80s. I just turned 40. So I was actually, because I told my son before, like, you're gonna mess with the wrong person and they're gonna whoop your ass. So right. if he would have just whooped his ass or just fought, and then my son would have had to defend himself, it would have been no problem. Like, hey, take your ass whooping. He spit. So that's when I had to.
I have never in my entire life have ever wanted to spit on anybody.
Right.
Never.
Never.
Who spits on people?
That's never. The most disrespectful.
Even like wars with my stepdad, war to war. You know what I'm talking about? Man, man. I have never wanted to be like, cool. Like, I just don't. That's not an action. Yeah, like
I don't know if Courtney gonna cuss that out because he be cutting out stuff I say. That's like
somebody got to keep the direction going. I get it. I got people like that for me too.
Yeah, I'm just trying to save her, man. You know, because she'll go off, boy.
But that's what we need, bro. That's what we need, bro. Because you know, if when the black man can't go off, that's when the black queen hold us down. Because we have so much pent up aggression and energy. If we are not allowed to let that loose, man, like, good. I mean, who gonna do it for us? Imagine if we had to literally step up and do the speeches and gather stuff the way like black queens do. Man, we would be at war right now. It would be unorganized, and it'd be a bunch of us with our shirts off, big boy style, ready. Who wants to smoke? We coming from different angles. We ain't got no plan. Some of us late. We fighting today? I thought it was yesterday. Man, my bad. Like, it's too much pressure on us, man. So, yeah, man.
Let's talk about that too, because people don't know you're a businessman. You're not just a funny man. You're also a writer, and you've written for other shows.
Mm-hmm.
And you said on time. He was on time to the show today, yo. Black folks on time. I will fuck with this man any day of the week. Always. Because there's nothing worse than somebody wasting your time. You could tell those people who are really doing something with themselves, they're on time.
Right. I take pride in that, man. I take pride in that because it's the small things. I don't want my time wasted, and I don't want to waste yours. And I think that's very important. And I think it just says a lot about your character. It says you care, you know? It says you value other people's time. But as far as me being a businessman, I do stand-up, I host, I'm a writer. I wrote for TRL. I was a writer for Wild N Out. I was a writer for Joking Off, other MTV shows. I have my own travel company, Next Level Travel, where we take HBCU alum and graduates and we go to a certain part of the world and turn up for 4 or 5 days. We're like 5 years in on that. I have the Big Baby strain coming out. I just signed with a CBD line, so I have CBD oils and flour coming out as well. So I just try to keep my hands tied because you always want to. Yes, ma'am.
I just want to clarify. You said flour, cooking flour?
No. Flour is marijuana. That's the term for the actual. But CBD isn't THC, so we just say CBD flour. Which is
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Your grandma can smoke CBD flour. She won't get high, but she'll be real. She'll be real, you know. Turn on QVC, baby.
Like, come on, Cherry. I'm
Right.
sorry. Go ahead with your spill. I just needed a clarification. I'm not hip on.
And that's pretty much it, man. I'm also looking to invest in a couple of transfer trucks soon. I want to get a couple of trucks on the road because that's just residual income. If you get a driver and sign with one of these companies, and I mean, that's just smart to do. A transfer truck costs $36,000. A Nissan Maxima costs $40,000. You can make money off that truck more than the car. So just little things like that, man. I want to be in tune with, and that's about it, man. I'm always looking to invest and work on different properties and work on stuff.
That's about it. That's about a whole lot. Now we're going to Mexico on my birthday.
When's your birthday?
Cruise, November 21st.
Woo!
I just thought, can you tell us about this cruise you
got? I think it's leaving out of Baton Rouge. It's an HBCU cruise. My PR lady put it together. I'm probably gonna do a comedy show on the boat. I'm probably gonna host a couple of karaoke nights, and we're just gonna have a good time, man. Everybody, especially when the world open back up and we can have fun again. I think we're gonna come hard. We're gonna come and hit. So I feel like it's gonna be a great thing. I love to have fun and hype people up, especially if we're not on U.S. soil, because I feel like whatever you do outside of U.S. soil don't count.
Now this one says November 19th through November 23rd, and it's leaving from Galveston, Texas. A cabin starts at $364 per person, and the early bird deposit is only $25. Now y'all don't miss that. That was April 1st, but I think that if you call them, they're gonna take your payment and work you on in there because I think there's some room on the boat.
Oh, absolutely. Come rock with me, man. Come rock with me. Good times.
So can you tell us what else we'll be looking forward to getting on that boat?
Definitely some marijuana, some good weed.
So we can smoke on the cruise?
I've smoked on every cruise I've been on.
Really?
They don't know where you're coming from.
How you get it on there?
In the medicine bottle.
I keep hearing about that. Okay.
Yeah, I take weed on planes and everything.
Okay.
You can bend it, squeeze it, switch it, squash it, toss it. It's a stress phone. Scan it for some healing, motivation through the ceiling. You can bend it, squeeze it, switch it, squash it, toss it. It's a stress phone. Scan it for some healing, motivation through the ceiling. It's a stress phone.
You can get yours today at stressphone.com. And by the way, the Stress Phone is a Black-owned business.
Questions about Wild N Out.
Shoot them out, big dog. Shoot them out.
So my new favorite segment y'all do on there, cause like I don't know when y'all come on. I just know when I turn on VH1, it's like 12 episodes in a row. I'm like, I don't know when the live show come on.
All I do is count my residuals. I'll be like, yep, that one. I'm on that one.
I don't know. So I don't know what season I'm watching. I just know shit. One time it was the platinum versus the black, and now next episode was red versus something. I don't know. So I don't know what episode I'm watching. I know I've seen you on there a lot, and my new favorite segment y'all do is the where y'all on the desk, the school desk.
In the classroom.
Yeah, the classroom.
Yeah. That's so easy and simple to play.
Explain it, because I can't remember the exact name.
Pretty much you start off with a rhyme and you be like, hey yo, I'm about to go to sleep in the classroom.
In the classroom.
Hey yo, I'm about to beat my meat in the classroom.
Yeah. That's dope.
It's cold. I need me a sheet in the classroom, and you keep going till somebody mess up. So those games are so easy. But like some of the other games, like talking spit, and people want to be serious, and they don't want to.
Funny.
Man, it'd be hard, man, because celebrities don't want to be joked on no more. So it'd be hard. People
Really?
come on Wild N Out with they come on with restrictions. Hey, don't say nothing about my lady. Don't say nothing about my charges. Don't say nothing about my past. Don't say nothing about these drugs. Let's have a good episode. And you be like, well, bro, that's all we know you for. Like,
and they want to fight you? I would think that would be the funny part.
Man, some people, you'll be surprised, man. And there's a lot of rappers can't freestyle. So they gotta edit and cut a lot of stuff to make rappers look good, because they go in there nervous.
Let me ask you.
Go ahead.
Sorry. What's T.I. like on
Man, okay.
Wild N Out?
Boom. So I've met T.I. 3 times on Wild N Out.
Yeah.
The first time, T.I. was not with none of the shits at all. None of it. None of it. Don't talk about, because this is just when he had the gun charge. He was like, don't talk about my gun charges. Don't talk about Iggy Azalea. This is right after he signed her. He was like, don't talk about Meek Mill. This is right when Drake and Meek Mill was beefing. So he was like, because he had signed Meek Mill. People don't know that. So we was ready to go off. Like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was like, don't say none of that. You know what I'm saying? So he cut out literally everything. Then the second time he came back, T.I. was open for everything. He was cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like,
he had some legal issues going on the first time.
That's what it was. But now he was like, whatever y'all want to do. But yeah, people come on there with restrictions, man. Like, people don't want to be, because Wild N Out, low key ruthless. The battle rappers, they do what they do. I mean, then you got Chico Bean, who's going to embarrass you. Carlos Miller. You got me. I'm gonna say something smart. Justina, she pop.
She raw, man. She raw.
Yeah, so it's a lot for people to take in. They be like, all right, yo, that's
the show is 30 minutes long. How long does it take for y'all to film it?
2 hours and 15 minutes.
For one episode?
Let me tell you how serious Wild N Out is. On every episode, on every game, every person on that stage goes.
Oh, wow. And they just edit
so
it for TV.
They only show 2 or 3 jokes from each game. So if your joke get aired, it's a blessing. Because let me tell you how real it is. They're gonna show Nick joke. They're gonna show the celebrity joke. Then you got the Wild N Out favorites. You got your Chicos, your Carlos, your Justinas, your Casitas, your Hitmans, your Charlie Clips, your DCs. Maybe me, maybe a few other slide in there. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you get in there and get cut, get in there and get your joke. So it's fun while you shooting it, but I knew somebody who was on season 10 or 9, and he had a huge watch party. I'm on Wild N Out, man. Y'all, mama there, everybody. And they did not show his joke. All they showed was his intro.
Oh, that's the way it goes. Welcome to
So, everybody was like, man, you should have called. We would have told you, like, make sure you know your shit getting aired before you. I mean, he had the whole hood out, like
2.5. So it takes 2.5 hours for 1:30. That is
because everybody has to go.
But why don't VH1 just make it an hour long? They showing it all like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a different kind of budget when you add an extra 30 minutes.
I mean, it's a dope show though, man. Hey, so does Nick? Is Nick just open with the jokes? He don't care if y'all joke on him and stuff.
Yeah, first of all, when you get the money, you can't care. He don't care. He is a young guy who made it out of between San Diego and Charlotte. I mean, he defeated lupus. He married his dream girl. Got his dream girl.
Dream girl.
Right. He got babies out of one of the finest women of all time. He's had the baddest Wild N Out girls by his side of all time.
That was my next question.
He's known for being that guy. Like, he don't care, man. He really don't care. To be honest, Nick been over Wild N Out. But the only reason he's doing it because it helps us.
But you know what? He's one of the sweetest
Absolutely.
Most humble people I've ever met in my
Absolutely.
life.
That's my dog. I'm forever grateful for him. He's always showed me love. Um, Always. It's never been an issue, man. He's been proud of everything I brought to the show. So even when we parted ways, I was still able to come back 2 seasons later as an old school prominent member because I came on the show, and I came on the show as like a walk-on. Like even when I made it, it was like, well, you got to pay for your travel, then we'll see how we feel about you. So I had to invest in, and I had to audition again my third year because that was the birth of social media. So they was taking the turn, and I still earned my way in there. So I've earned every piece of episode I got, every moment, everything about that show. And he's always respected that for me. Respected that for me.
Can we go back to you talking about them Wild N Out girls?
Go ahead, absolutely.
Yeah. So now you said Nick had all the Wild N Out girls. Is that just
That's
a
not
rule?
what he said. That's not what he said. What he said, I'm gonna stick up for Nick right now. I
Oh, okay.
always stick up for my homeboy. What he said was Nick has had some of the finest Wild N Out girls standing beside him.
Oh,
Absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's what I said.
Man, no Wild
Because he has. Like, what's crazy, you'll go to a Wild Out girl, you be like, so what's going on? She be like, nothing about to go chill with Nick. You be like, I bet.
Now, can I ask you a personal question since you threw that out there?
What's happening?
Are you in a relationship?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Over this live? Over in front of everybody?
I mean, okay, so you don't have to answer that, but
No,
okay.
I have somebody we're learning.
Okay, so how does she handle you going to work with? Because I know I've had the biggest joke relationships being on TV my whole life. I wrote a book about it. It's called Stupid Guy Diaries, from the groupies and just my relationships and trying to have a relationship in the industry. You're around those beautiful half-naked chicks on Wild N Out. How do women handle that?
I've had my first, I was on there for 6 years? So I've had like 3 girlfriends throughout this season. My first girlfriend, she wasn't with none of it. That's why we didn't make it. She was like, yeah, you made it. Do your thing. The girl after her, we dated for a while, but I think she wasn't too secure in her career in life, which hurt us. Like she didn't have necessarily all her goals together. So I think that kind of bothered me. The girl now, she has her own business. She owns dance studios. She has her own thing going on. So she's like, hey, do what you got to do. Plus, I'm at an age now, like, I'm tired now. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you already know when the man done had his good runs, like you may look, be like, hey,
you may look,
but you ain't making no noise no
but
more.
I mean, there's no there's no threat there for her.
Yeah. I have more to lose now. You know what I'm saying? And plus, girls nowadays aren't the same like 5 years ago.
No.
Girls 5 years ago, oh my God, I'm such a fan. You can have fun that night, go separate ways. Girls today, it's an agenda. You don't know if she's gonna take a picture, you sleep. You don't know if she's gonna ask for money afterwards. Like, you don't know if she's gonna be like, yeah, you don't know. So it's like it's way worse now. So it's not.
And even... please don't just say girls, because the men the same exact way.
Fellas too. I know one of my boys out here giving dick so he can stay somewhere. Just out here giving dick so he can lay his head down. my boy out here just I
got one too.
My boy out here dropping dick off just so he can lay his head. He going through it. I said, hey man, you keep on stroking me, dog. You do your thing, man.
I got a homeboy like that too. I'm gonna have to ask you off the air if it's the same homeboy.
Right. I'm like, bro, by this time you could have got your shit together. Nah, man, I'm gonna see if I can crash here for a week.
Mine live in every state. Like, I don't even know where he be at. He hit you talking about, hey, you in Miami too? I'm like, yeah, when you get here.
Yeah, he out there. Yeah, so you know.
That is horrible. But can we talk about the groupies for a minute? Because people don't know that there are male groupies. Like, I had a dude come to me one night and tell me that he was gonna be my house husband and he was gonna knock me up.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, shit. I'm you know, if I ever meet Lupita, you know what I'm saying, and she ever give me a chance, like, I'm her groupie. Like, whatever you want, like, I'm your slave. What you need? I clean, cook, run your bath, rub your feet. I hold your purse while you acting. Cut. You need something, babe? That's me. Whatever you need. Like,
But what's the
I mean,
wildest thing a groupie ever said to you?
who? Other than the "I have your babies," I've had some wild. I'll swallow your babies.
Like, who just walks up to somebody and says that?
It's different, yo. I had a girl tell me that she wanted me to make her mouth my daycare.
God bless her.
I mean, so direct, so bold, Queen.
I am mentally remembering that one. I just want to let you know. I was like, I want to make.
Yeah, she said that, and then like when you get something like that, you like. I mean, I feel like it's my duty to try that because
it really is, man. I mean, it really is. Like
you're offering services that cost hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh my God! I'm embarrassed. I didn't even say.
I think that's the wildest thing I've ever heard. Like, yeah, I had a girl one time on the road fuck me. Like, she fucked me. Like, I know I got the tools, but she did the job. Like, she pulled up. I was trying to have small talk. She was like, nah, like, I'm a fan. I want to fuck. We don't got time for that. And I just felt so, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so little.
Yeah, bro. I was holding myself, and she was like, I was trying to smoke, and you want something to drink? She was like, nah, fuck all that. And I was like,
damn.
How did that make you feel?
Oh, I mean, I was hurt for like maybe like 45 seconds afterwards, but then I just realized, hey, sometimes you got to be used.
Did she call you again?
No. Did
you call her again?
No.
Now that's relationship goals right there. That's what we all should be striving for right there, brother.
Bro, you know what's crazy? She was a grown ass woman, and she told me she called her mom. She was like, "Mama, he's here. Big Baby's here. His comedy show tonight." She was like, "Bitch, if you get a chance, fuck him."
Her mom.
Her mom. She showed me the message where her mom said that. And it won't like she was no like. I didn't think she was like no. I think she was on some shit like, "I've always liked you." I said if I got the chance, I was going. And I mean, and she was fine. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying?
Imagine my mama saying that to me ever in life, ever.
Her mama was like, "Bitch, you live once." Like maybe her mama beat cancer or something. After you go through something and win, bro, your perspective change.
So what kind of group? Because I love going to the comedy clubs and stuff. And I know for the most part they don't have strict dress codes and stuff like. So what kind of groupies be? I've seen a couple, like a lot of girls. They come together to go to the comedy show and stuff. So what kind of groupies you be getting, man?
I'm telling you right now, dog. The most dangerous thing you can ever do is make a woman laugh. If you can make a black woman laugh, you are the most dangerous man on the planet. It's a lot of niggas out here with abs. I'm like, bro, I could really take your chick.
That's true.
Give me 5 minutes. She giggling, it's over. And so comedy shows is. Black men don't support black men like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a big fan for a black dude to buy a ticket to your shit. So most of my fans are grown women who've probably been married or married now, haven't been married, whatever, or divorced or group, and a lot of HBCUs. So that'd be my crowd. So, I mean, you'll have a table of 6 women, 20 women. I mean, when you meet them and taking pictures, they let it be known right there. You can tell after like your second year, oh, yeah, we can have fun tonight. Oh, no, she crazy. Like, you just pick up on it. I've had a woman come up with her man. She jumps on me. Oh, my God, I love you. And I'm like, she like, take this picture. She gives him the phone to take the picture. This is her man. And he like, yeah, dog, she love the shit out of you. She's taking the picture, like, pinching my butt. Like, as he's taking the picture, I'm so uncomfortable because I'm like, he really could slap the shit out of me. Like, and I'm not even doing nothing. And that, I've had a girl come up to me in the middle of the picture. She hugged me. I loved your show. My husband works nights. Like, it's wild, man. It's wild.
Yeah, men are both.
If a black woman says she wants something, she 9 times out of 10 gonna get it.
That's dope.
I'm embarrassed. Like, I don't even have words right now.
No, nothing better than a woman who knows what she wants. It's just that you don't get that as often as you would like. So when you get it, it's a little shocking. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. But it's true. If you make a black woman smile and giggle, I dated a duck one time because he was hilarious. And I had so much fun with him.
You said a duck?
Let's just say I dated a duck. You know what I'm saying?
That's like the most disrespectful thing you can call him. In other words, he was an ugly duckling. That's what she meant. That's what the girl. Yeah, he was a little duck, but he had a personality.
He was so fun.
But you couldn't get past the looks after about 6 months. You'd be like, but this nigga ugly as hell. Nah, he's so fun, but he is ugly as shit. Every time.
My brothers wouldn't let me get over it. My brothers was like, look, do not bring home no kids.
Morning, babe. Hey.
It was like, I'm not having it. My brothers was like, it's not going down. It was like, you're lucky you're gonna have a girl. I had a girl.
Okay. So, good. I bet he's still thinking about you right now. He was like, man, if I would have just.
No, he was a hoe.
Oh, okay.
He was a double cheated. So he actually did me a favor.
Hey, so let's get back to the Wild N Out girls for a quick.
Honestly, bro, if you just cool and you ain't thirsty, you'll have the most fun on Wild N Out.
Yeah.
The dudes who had the most fun who was the quietest, like the ones that don't run their mouth. Like, man, I mean, you just be chill. Don't say something. Shut up. We all in the same hotel.
Really?
Find out who smoked. You go from there.
Yeah.
It's not like that, Courtney. It's a job. Everybody's just working. Okay, there's a thing called location. And when you're on location, certain people, you know what I'm saying, it happens.
That's the worst thing they could ever do is put all of us in the same hotel. That is so not smart.
And where Nick be at? Nick be in the hotel too?
Oh man, he has a room there, but he don't be there. He probably rents a big ass house, and then he'll get the penthouse in the hotel we in, but he'll be in there like maybe like 2-3 times a shoot.
Man.
Yeah.
Because he's staying away. He don't want nothing to do with all that just going on.
No, man, you gotta think, brother. It'd be IG fan, and then don't let the cast members, man, like the dudes love girls and the girls love dudes. So even if the Wild N Out girls is tripping and you shooting in the city, you're gonna get girls who want to have fun from the show. They can't bring their phones in, but you can get their number. You can have a girl stand at you from the show, and you can tell security, hey yo, the one right there in the jacket, make sure she stay afterwards. Give her a pass for the green room.
Okay, I can't let you give up all the goods. Your time is up. I appreciate you, big baby.
I had to let my brother know. It goes down.
You're telling too many industry secrets now to just all kind of folks. Cherry's World, I love y'all, but some things I just want to protect you. Some things y'all need to know.
The industry is some hoes. Tell them the truth, Cherry.
See, that's what I've been trying to ask Cherry for the past 2 years. She keep telling me it's just a job. I knew it was some hoes.
You think Brad Pitt married Angela Jolie from Mr. and Mrs. Smith because it was a job? No.
But wait a minute. You got to realize I've been working for 38 years. It's just a job. I just want to go to work and come home.
Yeah, that's because you're used to it. But when you first started, how many guys were trying to holler at you from the audience?
6, none.
Oh, well, that's different. You know what I mean? Go back to the older. Don't do me like that. Now I'm uncomfortable. God, somebody.
But you know what? I grew up in a different time too. Men were respectful in the 90s. Yeah. Like when we were doing Family Matters, boys would say, "Hi, I want to take a picture with you." But they wasn't shooting a shot. They wasn't coming to the show for that. We wasn't on that. We was
you were in the South. If y'all was shooting in the South, yo.
Yeah, I know.
Red bone.
Exactly. Red bone.
And I wouldn't have answered to none of that.
Eventually.
He said eventually.
One of them country niggas would have got you. I'm telling you, we dangerous. Yo.
It wasn't like it is now then, because it was a caliber of people.
But now people are too confident. It be some girls in my DMs, I'd be like, nah, ma'am. So you just think I ain't got no standards?
Right. I'm just easy.
Oh yeah.
Ma'am. I'm not even trying to be like that, but look at you. And look at me. It'd be a chick with 5 kids. Yeah, big baby, what's happening? No, ma'am. Oh, you got somebody else coming. I need to get off. We talking. My bad.
That's okay. No, I'm saying I understand because my DMs be retarded.
Literally. Well, I know girls' DMs be crazy. I done have my homegirl show me, and I'd be like, well, I guess.
Don't keep sending me them pictures that I didn't ask for. Like when
yeah.
just open up the DM, I got kids, man. They be playing on my phone. Sometimes I'll be like, open up, and I'll be like, oh, close this real quick because it's something I wasn't trying to say.
I be so bold. It'd be so funny to me that dudes really be that bold to do that. I'd be like, bruh, no.
Same thing I be saying.
What you will never, ever, ever, ever see a pic like that floating me around ever. I don't have girls request it. No, ma'am.
That's just
you can pull up and see it in real life, but you're not about to screenshot and have me in group chats.
Men ask me for that too all the time, and I'm like, dude, do you know first of all, you know how old I am?
No.
Like we didn't even have camera phones when I was young and dumb enough to do that. But now that I'm 44, what am I like?
That don't mean shit.
I'm not doing that.
I mean, you ain't got to do it, but you saying 44 don't mean shit. Just let you know.
Don't mean nothing.
But that mean old women over there just.
How old is Angela Bassett?
It's your time to go.
I bust it down right now while we watching. Stella got her groove back. I sure would.
She is fine.
Exactly.
That's
all the women from the 90s they a different type of fine.
Different fine, bro.
Different type of fine.
Because they're real. Their body parts
what
are
you
real.
mean they? I'm talking about you too. You too.
You in that same
real.
You in that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just saying we real.
It ain't just us on here. It ain't just us. Don't do that.
My eyes, it's my hair. You know what I'm saying? Dangerous. Y'all dangerous.
Thank you.
Catch me slipping. Fall on me.
We gotta have you back on again, bro. Good time.
Thank you for letting me slide your DMs.
Yeah, anytime. It's open. They open. Go ahead, hit me. They open.
I will. Thank you, baby.
Right now.
What's happening? It's your boy Darren, Big Baby Brand, man. You're rocking with Cherry World Podcast. I enjoyed it, man. They let me be myself. And we could cuss a little bit. Good.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's good. Dope.
Appreciate y'all. Much love.
Welcome to Cherry's World.
Brought to you by Less is More Events. Get Lime.
You can bend it, squeeze it, switch it, squash it, toss it. It's a stress phone. Scan it for some healing motivation through the ceiling. You can bend it, squeeze it, switch it, squash it, toss it. It's a stress phone. Scan it for some healing motivation through the ceiling. It's a stress phone.
You can get yours today at stressphone.com. And by the way, the Stress Phone is a Black-owned business.